Hi, welcome to Mercer Island City Finance, Part 1. City financial data isn't easy to wrap your head around, but thankfully a council member has created a handy web spreadsheet to help. This 4-part video series will help you see the challenges that the city faces and also give you the opportunity to use the spreadsheet yourself to identify potential solutions. Let's get started by talking about two graphs. The top graph has 3 lines. The annual operating surplus or deficit is in orange. If that's negative, that means the city is spending more for operations than it receives in revenue, and that means we're using up our operating reserves, and you'll see those reserves in blue. Ideally, the reserves would be maintained close to a reserve target level, shown in purple. The bottom graph shows tax-funded staff in our 12 departments. About half our staff are funded by tax revenues. The other half are funded through our water, stormwater, and sewer utilities, or through permits and fees. Let's look at that top graph again, along with the boxes over here on the left. If no boxes are checked, and the drop down for staff cuts are all set to 0, you're seeing the baseline forecast for the next 6 years. This forecast assumes no new revenue and no staff additions or layoffs. You'll quickly see that it is not balanced and not sustainable. The orange surplus deficit line is below 0, and by 2021, the blue fund reserve line goes negative. At that point, we're out of money to fund operations, and we're far from the purple reserve target. Now let's see what happens when we change our assumptions. The first checkbox assumes we consolidate our beautification fund and general fund. It's a non-controversial change, so let's leave it checked from now on. But for a moment, let's click the box on and off, and you can see that the graph changes, but only slightly. In the next video, we'll get into the other revenue and staff cut options. I hope you'll join me.